Hi guys, welcome to Ditzy's Diamond Den. So for our whip and chat today, we are going to be working on Groovy Girl by Hannah Lynn. We are almost finished with her. We're definitely going to finish her by the new year. We are also feeling super cheery today, so we are very Care Beared out. I'm wearing my Care Bear shirt, my Care Bear pants, and I got some new adorable Care Bear socks from Hobby Lobby the other day, and they're one of those really thick ones that have like the dual, so they're like slipper socks. Amazing. So some of the things that we are working with today is for our release papers. We are using our Bees Crafty Corner Holiday Care Bear release papers. I am using my Hello Kitty pen that I got from Bistro Blanks with the 10 slot up top. Oh, sorry, I'm using the 10. Is this the 8? I think this one's the 8. I'm using the 8 placer from Diamond Art Club. I am using my candy cane scented putty from Randa's. And I am also using this candy cane, she doesn't call it a super sticky, she calls it a hard and sticky wax. And let me tell you, this is, if you do not like hard waxes, you won't love this, but if you like really hard wax, this is it. It is hard and it like leaves nothing on my drills. So if you like your wax really sticky, definitely try this. It is absolutely amazing. I am so in love with it. Except for be careful because this is the candy cane and I was sniffing it earlier just because it smelled good and I got some on my nose. So that was not awesome. And before I started this, I did want to let you guys know I do actually keep track of how long my canvases take. And I am actually using @tracker for this, and I just start it when I go and it lets me know exactly how long each of my canvases have taken me. So let's go ahead and start our work. Alright, so I did need a little bit of a refill here. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but basically I just across the top, and I'm full. It didn't take any out. That stuff is amazing. So, dear helper and I, after we are done with this today, we are going to be watching the new Hunger Game movie. The one about snow. We absolutely love the Hunger Games. So we're going to play some Hunger Games trivia today. So to let you know what has been going on with us before that, though, this week we've got a couple different things. So, Dear Helper got a really nasty cold way back when he was 18. And he also has really bad allergies. So he lost his sense of smell way before it became super prevalent with like COVID. He hasn't been able to smell anything. And then with his allergies and everything, his life has just been miserable. He cannot breathe. He cannot smell. His taste buds are not so awesome. So he recently had surgery to fix a deviated septum. And he has these things called turbinates, which I guess they can swell and just create like a complete blockage in your nose. And his was super swollen. And so he went and had surgery to have those shaved down, and they broke his nose and shaved a whole bunch of stuff off and fixed it. And his life already is like amazing. So any of you guys that got that to where you couldn't smell from the COVID, he definitely understands that. He is smelling for the first time since he was 19. Today I was doing my hair. And he was in his office, and he comes running in, and he's like, "Oh, I can smell you." It was just the cutest thing. He was so excited, and he pulled my hair in, and he's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "It's my hair product." And then we started thinking about it. I was like, oh my goodness, he hasn't been able to smell since he was 19. I'm terrified. What if he doesn't like the smell of my perfume or my deodorant or something like that? So it's like, oh my goodness, he can smell me now. And so even though we've been married like 26 years, I'm still very self-conscious around him, hoping that, you know, he likes the smell of my hair and, you know, my perfume and all of this other stuff. So far, he says he does. I'm hoping he continues.
Yeah, I'll tell you if I don't.
Yeah. But it's weird to feel awkward around you and being like, oh, do I smell okay?
Yeah, I understand that.
Excellent. So he's very excited. How are you feeling about being able to smell?
It's nice. I can even talk. My voice is starting to come back a little bit because I've been a mouth breather for the last week as I had stents shoved up my nose after the surgery. So it's also weird getting used to just breathing through my nose. It feels very different because I've not been able to do it for a very long time.
Yeah. So we've got him hopefully all fixed up because it has been a rough year. So we moved into this new house. In our old house, we had hardwood floors. And we bought our new place in April of last year, and it has carpet. So with his allergies to carpet, and we have 3 dogs, you know, because I'm a terrible person, and I'm just like, I can't live my life without having a dog. And we already had my dogs, and I wasn't going to get rid of my dogs for his allergies. Sorry. Not sorry. He wouldn't get rid of our dogs
Nope.
either. You know, our dogs are 16, 15, and 14. We are not getting rid of our dogs. It's just as easy as that. But we had this carpeting, and things got really, really bad. And his ability to breathe got so bad that we thought he was having a heart attack. Because he is like really, like, he doesn't have like mental health issues like I do. So stable. So we thought he was having a heart attack, and it turned out that his lack of being able to breathe has caused him to have his very first anxiety attack. So we ended up in the ER. We actually had an ambulance come and get him because we thought he was having a heart attack. Because, I mean, he came from definitely, you know, an apple pie, you know, kind of life. He was a jock in high school. We're kind of backwards because he was a jock and, you know, he was a good boy, and I was actually or the bad girl, so we were kind of like Grease too, in terms of that. But that is what has been going on with us this particular week. We've just been busy. We're also doing our second subscriber thank you giveaway, which we are very, very excited about. My channel is growing so fast, and I cannot thank you guys enough for continuing to support and watch us. Because we are having a blast doing this together.
Yes.
So that is what we have been up to. Let's discuss the Hunger Game movies. So the first thing I am wanting to do is, who else here reads the book before they goes and watches the movie, and then complains to everybody that hasn't watched the book?
Read the book?
Or read the book, yeah. About how much they screw up. So, Dear Helper is not much of a reader, but he does listen to audiobooks. But when the first Hunger Games came out, he had not listened to the books yet on his audio. And he did not understand because right off the bat, me and my kids were like, oh, this movie's crap. And it's because, yeah, the cat. That cat is supposed to be orange. How hard is it to cast an orange cat? Drove me up the wall. And Dear Helper was just like, it's just a cat. I don't understand. But he has started listening to audiobooks so that he could share the love of books that me and my kids have. And he wouldn't just kind of sit on the sidelines going, what's happening? And how are you feeling now that you've listened to some of these books and you can compare them, like Twilight and Hunger Games and stuff like that? How are you feeling about that difference?
I mean, the books go into more detail, of course, because they have a lot more. You have more pages, you have more time that you can put into, or a movie's got to be kind of cut down, so they have to cut things out and different things like that. But as far as it goes, I do still enjoy the movies better because I am a visual person. So reading, I can still get the visualization of what's going on, but in the movies, it's very different because it kind of shows me what the director wanted us to see from his interpretation of that movie.
That's a nice way to look at it. What about the obvious ones though, like with the orange cat?
Yeah, that was weird. It's again, like you said, wouldn't be so hard to cast an orange cat. There was only the black cat was the only one available, or whatever. Black and white. I can't even remember its exact colors.
It was a black and white cat. It was tuxedo.
Yeah, so it was kind of weird that was the orange cat filming a different movie at this time. Did nobody have an orange cat available that was trained to sit?
He was already booked. Nice, babe.
I don't know. I don't understand it, but it seems like something they should have went the extra quarter mile, because it's not a complete mile to go out and try to get an orange cat.
Yeah, stuff like that absolutely drives me nuts. And like, I really like VC Andrews, because that's my generation of Twilight. And Lifetime has been doing the movies on those, and oh my goodness. So they did Heaven, and they gave her, okay, so a little bit of a spoiler if you have not watched the Lifetime movies of the V.C. Andrew books, but they did the Heaven, and everybody who has read the books knows that the red hair is all about, the bossy, brashy women. And how Heaven, doesn't really like people with the red hair. And, they make such a big deal about her hair color, and then they made her a redhead. So I don't have a problem with the actress, but you seriously could not dye her hair, or not hire somebody maybe that's not willing to dye their hair, or put a wig on her? What were they thinking giving her red hair? And this kind of ruined the whole entire movie. For me, you can ask their helper. Basically, the whole entire time we watched it, all I did was sit there and throw my hands up in the air, yelling, "Red hair!" It was, yeah. He probably didn't enjoy watching the movie with me very much, because all they did was scream red hair.
I didn't enjoy it.
Although I am looking forward to, and I have not heard anything else about it, other than the fact that allegedly this movie is done filming and was supposed to be released like 2 years ago, and even Dear Helper is looking forward to that. The Uglies.
Yeah. That was that is something I did listen to on audiobooks, and it was amazing. I would have never, ever read or done anything with the book just based off of its title, but now that I've heard it, and we've heard a few different, I think it's the Pretties? I can't remember the names of each of the books.
Yeah, we did all of them. The Pretties, the Uglies, all of them.
Yeah, we listened to the entire series, and now, yes, I would love to see the movie that's coming out. And this will be the first time that I've listened to an audiobook before watching a movie.
Right, and Joey King is in it, and we both love her.
Yep.
She is fantastic. Except for, then it just kind of went radio silence, and Anybody else looking forward to the Uglies movie? Because I know I am, and the radio silence is driving me mad.
Yes.
But tonight we are going to be watching Cornelius Snow and figure out why he is a wackadoo.
How about just why he is the way he is?
Cornelius Snow's a wackadoo, but you know what? I don't say that in a bad thing, because I kind of dig wackadoos, So we're going to do a little quiz, and we're going to see who wins.
Well, see, the way this works is I don't think we both keep track. So this is from BuzzFeed, and it is the Hunger Games trivia quiz that is so hard that only 60% of fans can pass level 1.
Yeah, you guys have all seen that. So it's on BuzzFeed, the Hunger Games trivia.
We'll link it down in the description.
Yeah, that way if you guys want to play along with us and let us know if you win us and our score.
Okay, so level 1 starts off, Girl on Fire is Katniss's nickname. Which is Peeta's? Mr. Loverman, Boy on Fire, Bread Boy, or Lover Boy?
I think it's Lover Boy.
I think it's Lover Boy as well.
We're going to go with Lover Boy?
Yep, we're going to go with Lover Boy, and I don't know how we check these, or if it's done at the very end. I guess we're going to find out. So now we move on to level 2.
Did you press Lover Boy?
I don't know if that's what I do. Oh, I do. Okay, correct. It is Loverboy. I
It
didn't
is
know I
a-
had to click it.
It is Loverboy.
Katniss thinks of him as the boy with the bread, but that is not his nickname.
Right.
Okay, so we move on to level 2. Katniss's first murder was Marvel, Glimmer, Cato, or Foxface.
It was Glimmer. She fell out of the tree.
I'm going to say Glimmer just because I don't remember, and that sounds right. And yes, correct, it is Glimmer, the girl from District 1.
Yeah, she, remember she was like sawing off the branch.
She
and
got
then
stung with the bee, those crazy
the,
hornet things.
yeah, the hornets fell down and got her.
Okay, so this one is level 3.
It was an accidental murder.
Yeah, accidental murder. Level 3, what are the names of Gail's siblings? Rory, Vic, and Posey? Glenn, Jack, and Violet? Dan, Tiffany, and Freddie?
It's the first.
Glimmer, Peta, and Rick.
It's the first one.
And I have no idea on this one, so I guess I'm going to just go with you again. Rory, Rick, and Posey.
Yeah.
And yes, that is correct.
Posey's the youngest.
Are Rory, Rick, and Posey. He pretty much thinks of Prim as a little sister as well.
Yes.
Okay, level 4, only because you're answering these and I'm not as good. Joanna Mason won the blank Hunger Games. 57th, 63rd, 67th, or 71st?
What was the first one?
Joanna Mason.
Yeah, what was the first?
Won the 57th Hunger Games, 63rd Hunger Games, 67th Hunger Games, or 71st?
It'd be the 71st.
71st. You're going to go with 71?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. And correct. It was the 71st Games, just a few years before Katniss and Peta.
Yes, and I love that actress. She was in that movie Bastard Out of Carolina, and the movie was kind of horrifying to watch, but her acting was superb in it.
Okay, so level 5. Katniss's room number in District 13 is 243, 279, 307, or 428.
Her room number?
Yep, Katniss's room number in District 13 is 243, 279, 307, or 428.
Crap, I don't know. I'm thinking 243, but I could be wrong because I'm pulling a blank.
We'll try 243, and that is incorrect.
Oh, I'm a loser. Boo.
You got 4 out of 5 correct. You score better than 91% of all other quiz takers. You're a pro. You must be a Susan Collins or as a District 13 spy because no one knows the Hunger Games better than you. Besides, what is the meaning of life when you don't know Heimlich's whole family tree?
Nice.
So 4 out of 5. Not bad. Not bad.
Excellent. All right. So out of the 4 out of 5 questions, I did get 4 right. We're really looking forward to actually watching the movie. I wanted to go see it in theaters, but, you know, honestly, we don't live very close to town, and it is such a long drive into town. I'm not going to lie. I avoid going to town like the plague. But they did release it on Fandango so quick because it came out around my birthday. So it's only been like 6 weeks since it came out in theater and it's already in the Fandango. I know a lot of people like going to the movie theaters, but at this point, I kind of wish that instead of it even going into theaters, you could just like, I don't even know, almost to where you you'd have to wear like a pair of glasses in order to watch the movie, and you have to like just pay your ticket price to like turn on your glasses and still be able to watch it from home where you're comfortable and you can have a blanket and everything like that. At least personally that's how I would, especially considering we only have I live in a small town, so we only have one theater, And it does have like the really comfortable seats and everything, but it is, yeah, when movies first come out, it's packed because our town's kind of weird. It is a really, really small town. It was a small town for years. It's a retirement kind of community town. And over the last couple years, our population has absolutely exploded. Our roads are all being redone because they cannot handle the traffic flow. The movie theater is always packed. Even like, gosh, when we like go to the grocery store, they're like constantly out of stuff. And I don't know if that's going on in other cities or if it's just because of the fact that we're still so far behind on shipping from everything that happened with coronavirus, or if it's just our town because our population is too much for what we have available. However, we have been getting some cool things with the population growth. We've gotten some new like cool chain restaurants, and they're doing this big aquatic center, and we're getting a trampoline park. I don't care how old you are, trampoline parks are fun. I'm not talking about taking your kids or your grandkids either. I'm just saying go to the trampoline parks. They are fun. So I just wish that they would come out with a way to where, you know, they make enough to still make the movies, but to where you can just watch them from home right out the gate. In today's technological world, you'd think they could come up with something to kind of do that.
Yeah, but to where people could afford it, but not have like, all of their family over trying to watch a single movie for $20 or $30 or whatever it is that they charge for that.
Yeah, well, it's like $25 to rent it or $29.99 to just buy it right out the gate.
Yeah, might as well just buy it at that point, because then if you like it, you're gonna buy it again. So why waste even more money?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm one of those people where even if I don't like it, it's part of a box set, so I just kind of have to have it. Because you can't, like, halfway watch. It's like the Marvel movies. We have all of the Marvel movies. Even the bad ones. Because...
even the icky ones.
Even the icky ones. Because we will absolutely... We watch them all in order when we're like, oh, it's time for the Marvel movies. And we will watch them. We'll pull all of them out and we'll stack them in a pile so we don't lose our place. And we'll just slowly go through every single one of them. We just recently watched all of the X-Men.
Yeah, we did. All of them.
All of them. And I heard there's a Deadpool 3 coming out. And allegedly they're bringing Wolverine back to life somehow in order for him to be in it.
Huh.
Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds in a movie together again. I think that is going to be hilarious. Alright. I'm all done with my fairy dust black. I don't know if you guys can really get a good look at this from where you are, but these fairy dust, these 310 fairy dusts, I am so in love with them. I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I am kind of afraid to start any other diamond painting that has a non-fairy dust 310 in it, because I've become so addicted to them that I just can't imagine. Am I in the camera?
No.
Probably. I just can't imagine doing one without those 310s.